Hello everybody, welcome back to Pixie Roo. I'm in a different environment today because I'm at home. Basically, Sam and I have such a busy week that I wouldn't have had time to film. Oh, someone's at the door, dog's going crazy. This is why I don't normally film at home. One sec. Okay, so I'm back. It was delivery of Bold Metals brushes because I didn't have any. I've only got one set and I was like, I need more. So I've got some more now. Today's video that I'm going to do for you is of dupes. Now, I haven't done one for ages, so I thought, oh, that's a really good video to do. Now, just because something's a dupe doesn't always mean it's better. So I'm going to show you some different things. Some of them might be better, some of them might not be so good. Because it may look the same, doesn't mean it feels the same, doesn't mean it goes on the same. So I'm going to do a video on that. Okay, to start off with, now, there's a little shop downstairs from our office, our studio, and I always go in there and it does affordable products. And I popped in there the other day and I saw these and I was like, wow, that looks just like the Naked palette. So I bought some and I'm actually wearing them today. And here's your Naked palette. It is total, obviously a bit of a rip-off. And here is, this one is the Lightly Toasted. Now I wouldn't use the brush that goes with it necessarily, not because they're not good, it's just I can't use the brush like that, I find it really difficult. So you've got plenty of colours in there, let's count how many. So you get 12 in each. It also comes in the Night, which is a smoky purpley tone one. Oh, the brush fell out. This cold just will not go. This is the one that I've got on, which is In the Buff. Let me just double check here, you can see I've used it. This one's called In the Buff. And this one is called In the Nude. And every single brush fell out when I did that. And basically, $6.99 they cost me. Can you see that? $6.99. And I think, I'm not a massive lover of the Naked palettes anyway. I have to say, I think they have a lot of fall down, which is probably why their primer sells so well, because you need the primer to keep the eyeshadow on. However, I do like the colours. I think they're really lovely. They've got a lovely shine to them. These ones don't have quite so much shine, but they're $6.99 and they didn't fall down at all for me. However, I did put a base underneath, just a paint pot. These didn't fall down at all. So I think they're by W7 and I think they're pretty good. My next dupe is this Ultimate Contour Palette. This is by Beauty UK and it has, well, this one's been used, but I do have a new one which cost me $4.99. You can see the price on the back, $4.99. Now in here, I love it, it's cream. It's really, really difficult to find affordable cream products, especially cream blushes that have a good payoff, cream contours. It's always powder, and then you don't have the option of blending it. If you're someone that likes to do that kind of Kim Kardashian contour, you don't have the option of doing that so much, because once you put a powder on, it doesn't move. So these are cream. I really like the dark one because it's nice. It's not got too much orange in, so it's quite ashy. So you've got those, and they're, you know, the only other person that really does a cream one that I can think of is MAC. And one of those is £15, and this is $4.99, and you get 3. Another great buy. We then have the bigger brands going in competition against each other. I have got Bobbi Brown, and these are £33. These are their new Brick Shimmers. And they come in 4 different colours. I've got 4 here. And they're going up against Clinique, which is £28. Now, what I find funny is they're actually sister companies anyway. So they're owned by the same place. It's just, you know, that's why they bring out so many things around the same time that are similar. I do love them. I do think they have amazing payoff. I have got this one on today, the Clinique one. Let me see if I can show you a bit better. This one is called Defining Nectars 01, which is really, really lovely. I really like them. You've got £28 Clinique, which has 3 different ones in, and then the Bobbi Brown one has 6 different colours in. Now, and that's £33, so you are paying a little bit more for it. And I do like the fact that if you go for something like this one, this is probably the only one, then you can use it on your eyes as well. Next, Now I picked up these two lipsticks. These are matte lipsticks and they are by Stargazer. And I was like, oh my god, that looks just like, that one looks just like Lady Danger. This is when I want to show you how sometimes things don't work out. This is Lady Danger, which is one of my favourite colours by MAC, and I love it and I would love a dupe for it, but nothing seems to have the same payoff and the same texture. So it's so, so beautiful. This is the one I thought was the same. It goes on quite nice. A bit shiny for a matte, but it goes on totally fuchsia pink. Like the camera light doesn't show it as well, but it's totally bright, bright fuchsia pink with a little corally twist. And I wondered whether that might be the case, so I bought two actually. I bought a darker one because sometimes you find that does happen. So I bought this one, sorry, that last one was 106 lipstick, Stargazer, and this one is 211, which looks really, really red. And you put it on, and I have to really rub it to get any payoff at all. So you can see one swipe of the MAC one to 15 rubs of this one, and it still doesn't even come out anywhere near as lovely colour. So what I'm saying is sometimes you can find a dupe that is great, and other times they're just not. You buy something that's slightly cheaper and it just doesn't quite do the same thing. So make sure you test things before you buy them to make sure you're not wasting your money, because if you waste your money repetitively to buy one of these, it's going to add up to the same as that one, and you could have just bought that one in the first place. Next, I'm going to move on to pigments. Now I don't actually use a pigment enough. Pigments are basically eyeshadows, but they're the purer form of an eyeshadow. So whereas an eyeshadow is pressed to go into a palette, these ones just aren't pressed. So it's much purer, much softer, much lighter, and will have a little bit more reflexing and buff into the skin. Now, this one is by MAC, which is Golden Olive, and I think they're £15. I've got it written down. £17, wow, they've gone up. So £17, they used to come in a bigger pot as well, so you got way more for your money. Now Naked do ones just as good for £9. There's your Naked pigment. Exactly the same, well, not exactly the same colour, but just as good quality for half the price. And then you have something that's even cheaper. It's not got as good a payoff. So it still works, it's just not quite as strong. We have got these ones. Who are they by? Lash Bash Minerals Eye Sparkle and Glitter. So we've got Lash Splash. I can't say that. Lash Splash. So let me just pop a little bit of that on my hand, so you can kind of see it. The lighting's not that great in here, is it? It's just a much lighter payoff, but very, very beautiful, and that was about £3. I also saw these beautiful sparkles, which are from Stargazer. Are they Stargazer? Yeah, they are Stargazer, and I thought they were really pretty as well. Okay, next I'm going to move on to lashes. Now I have a pair of MAC lashes which I love. In fact, I've worn them and I had to put them in another box. Now I also use these ones. I'm only using the MAC ones at the moment because they're the ones I happen to have. These MAC ones are probably £10, not sure. Amazing Shine lashes, £1.99. These are number 43s, they're lovely. I also love these ones, which is 747. That's a medium, 747. And this one is extra small, and they come in small, so they come in different lengths as well. Okay, next, oh, they have individual lashes as well, and do you know why I love them so much as well with these, is because they come in short and medium. I bought two mediums because that's the size that I use the most. It drives me mad when you pay a lot of money for a set of lashes and they come in short, medium and long. Long is too long for anyone, and short, it's kind of a filler, is okay, but you really only want short and medium, and you want more medium than you do short. So the long ones are just wasted. That's why I love these. Right, then I'm going to move on to lips. I bought these lip and one eye. These are from Stargazer. I bought these because I thought they were really, really pretty colours. And I thought, oh, they'll go, you know, I can compare them to my Heron by MAC. it's just not comparable really. I put them on my hand and I quite like the colour, but you really have to work them, so it would be so hard to use on your lip. You really have to work them. And then they're a bit chalky. So this one, for instance, just crumbles. So it's not going to work on the lip very well at all, and it would be a bit disappointing. They are really cheap, but unfortunately the other quality are quite cheap as well. They don't come out very well. So, you know, you've got the MAC one swipe, and it's on really strong. Then we have these Chubby Sticks. This one is by Clinique. Really nice. Moisturising, but a good amount of colour. Looks like the colour that it shows. And then Collections. I've just bought some out as well. And I really like those too. I've actually got on with a little bit of MAC whirl around the outside. I have got on this one, which is Lip Butter by Collections in number 3. And I think it's really nice. And it feels lovely. One thing that I am on the hunt for, which I never seem to be able to find, is an eyebrow pencil, which is cheap and great for blondes. I just don't think it exists. I picked up this one, hoping that it might be. I looked at the colour on the end and thought it looks like it's got too much red in, but I'll get it and see. This one is Laval, waterproof, blonde. So I popped some on my hand, and that's the sort of colour, which isn't terrible. However, when I compare it to my Shuramuri one, which is obviously expensive, you can see how much red it has in it. And when you're blonde, if you're brunette, you can get away with any of those colours. So you can buy the slightly cheaper eyebrow pencils. If you're blonde, it's much more difficult, because as soon as you put one that has too much red undertone into it, it's going to just make your brows look like you've got ginger brows. So I'm still yet to find a great eyebrow product for blondes that's cheap and affordable. But if you know any, other than eyeshadows, I want to find a pencil. If you know any, leave a little comment in the description box. So there you have the finished dupes video. If you understood it, I did ramble on a little bit. So that's dupes that may be good and dupes that may be bad. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to leave comments if you know any other dupes that you just think are fantastic and nobody's talking about, because we can talk about them on here. Have a great day and evening, whatever you are doing, and I hope none of you have managed to pick up this horrible cold that I've had since the beginning of January. If you have, rest up. I ended up having to get antibiotics. Have a lovely day, evening, take care, see you next time.